right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Not a lot of undefeated clubs left after 3 weeks, and we're going to have one fewer in a little bit. We're off in a battle of 3-0 teams. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. Caught, nice game left side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Allen setting up play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability and his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. It's his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Allen gonna throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stops cold at the spot. Well, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running it now out of the gun. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. On first down, Allen. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. One play action with Dart. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Third down run from Achane. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
On first down, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. And goes to the hurry up here. Running with Achane here out of the gun. Rolling into enemy territory. Now he's past the 25. Cuts it right. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Rivers. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
Their own 24-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they'll get him down right along the line, so no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter.
Pick it up, you're embarrassing us.
We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9.
56, 56.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Completed to his running back. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down throw for Allen. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Again, Allen to the air. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Taking a shot deep here. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
15-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Offense up to the line fast. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Allen on third down. Catch is made in close. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Allen setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. He just throws this one away. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Alert!
To throw again, it's Allen. He's got it, it's in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line. Working quickly here.
It's now 4th and goal.
Hey, tight.
They'll go. Allen. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. On the move. Headed right. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
A gain of 21 yards.
Heads out on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Dart out of the shotgun. That's caught. Devon Achane. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Dumps it off to Achane. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Rivers. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
56.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Looking slant route, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Off 52. Look out.
Looking to throw on third and 1. That one's cut along the left sideline. And a stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Allen. Complete out to the right. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Allen gonna throw again. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Swessinger. He's off to the races. And he's gonna score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
On the return, here comes Rivers. Showing a little burst so far. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to the air, it's Allen after the pick. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. Timeout coming from the Texans, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. Well, I think we all knew they were going to be aggressive from the onset of this second half, trying to erase that lead, but unfortunately, no luck here on the onside kick.
Kate, and these half times, they're fast for all of us in the NFL. College, yeah, you have time to go get lunch. Not that way in the NFL. So you went into halftime, and I am guessing, I can just feel the tone and tenor of that locker room. It is, we're going to be aggressive, like your point. We got to go out and we got to make something happen. But unfortunately, that felt a lot more like desperation when you don't recover it.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On play action with Dart. Buying some time right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
3rd down now. Here's Darks. Finds his back. Achane. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looking to throw. Finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The right side, Noel has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. McCole Hardman now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. We'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
56, 56. Alert! Look out!
Now Allen. Oh, put some heat on this deep. They connect on the deep shot. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the second half with some needed points.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game.
Bills 21.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. That's incomplete left side.
Kid covered much better than that. Really well covered Kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Now Dart. Here's a screen for Achane. Still working past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. Complete. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This one's caught.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Here goes Dart to the air. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. We've got a screen to the running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Well, I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Rivers. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Allen on the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete to St. Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
To the air again, Allen. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook was wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brown 80. What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pulls it at the 7. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
To throw again, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Again, Allen to the air. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Bills come through to tie it in the 4th. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That's the score. Bills 28, Texans 27.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. On 1st down, they're going to start out with A-Chain. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Texans down by only 1. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Trying to pick it up here with A-Chain. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
No gain on the
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got to his running back. That'll be the 1st and more. Keeps himself upright. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a 1st on 4th down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st timeout. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
First and 10.
And the shotgun will give it to A-Chain. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Buffalo calls it 2nd timeout of the half. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line. 2nd down. A-Chain again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. And stick with A-Chain. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minutes.
Once again, they call on him, and once again, he delivers. Had to be so confident sending them out there that he was going to win them this game, and he did just that.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Alert!
Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll look to throw it. Brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. So everything comes down to this from Tyler Bass. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. One is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
The Bills' kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. Yeah. Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.